Imagine walking through a city that never sleeps, but tonight something feels different. The lights are still bright, the streets are still crowded, but there's a quiet tension in the air that people can't ignore anymore. This is New York City in 2026, a place known for dreams, opportunity, and energy. But now, many are asking one serious question: is it still safe? Because behind the skyscrapers and busy streets, crime stories are rising, and they're changing how people feel every single day. If you want to understand what's really happening behind the headlines, make sure you like this video and subscribe to the channel, because on The Hidden Reality, we don't just tell stories, we uncover the truth that most people don't talk about. Now, here's what makes this situation so intense. Over the past year, reports of street crime, theft, and violent incidents have increased in certain areas of the city. People who used to feel safe taking late-night walks or using public transport are now more cautious. You'll hear stories of subway incidents, sudden robberies, and unexpected confrontations that leave people shocked. But is this just media hype, or is there something deeper going on? Let's slow down for a moment and understand the reality. Crime in any big city is never simple. It's not just about numbers, it's about perception, fear, and daily experiences. In some parts of New York City, crime rates have gone up, especially in categories like robbery and assault. But at the same time, other types of crime have actually decreased. So the real story is not black and white, it's complicated. Think about this. Millions of people still live, work, and travel safely in New York every day. Tourists still visit famous places like Times Square, taking photos, enjoying the lights, and experiencing the energy that makes this city iconic. But at the same time, there are neighborhoods where residents feel the pressure of rising crime more strongly. This difference creates confusion. Is the city safe or not? One major factor behind this situation is economic pressure. Rising living costs, inflation, and financial struggles can push some individuals towards crime. When people feel desperate, crime often increases. Another factor is policing and law enforcement strategies. Changes in policies, debates about policing, and public trust all play a role in how crime is controlled and perceived. Then there's the impact of social media. Today, a single crime incident can go viral within minutes. A video recorded on a phone can spread across platforms and reach millions of people instantly. This creates a powerful effect. Even if crime is not happening everywhere, it starts to feel like it is. Fear spreads faster than facts. Now, let's talk about the subway system, which is one of the most important parts of New York City. Millions of people depend on it every day. Recently, there have been reports of incidents that made headlines, causing concern among daily commuters. For some, it's just another day. For others, it feels unpredictable. This contrast is what makes the situation so complex. But here's something very important to understand. New York City has gone through crime waves before. In the past, especially during the late 20th century, crime rates were much higher than they are today. Over time, the city managed to reduce crime significantly through different strategies. So what we're seeing now is not something completely new, but it is still serious enough to raise concern. Now imagine you're a visitor planning a trip. You've always dreamed of seeing New York, walking through Central Park, visiting Times Square, and experiencing the culture that makes this city iconic. But then you watch videos or read news about crime. Suddenly, you start to hesitate. This is exactly how perception shapes reality. Even if the actual risk is not extremely high, the fear alone can change decisions. At the same time, many locals will tell you that the city is still safe if you stay aware and take basic precautions. Avoid risky areas at night, stay alert in crowded places, and trust your instincts. These are simple steps, but they make a big difference because safety is not just about the city, it's also about how people behave within it. Now, let's look deeper. Why does crime feel more visible now? One reason is that people are paying more attention. After global changes, economic shifts, and social challenges, people are more sensitive to safety issues. What might have been ignored before is now being discussed openly. This creates a sense that crime is everywhere, even when it isn't. Another key factor is inequality. In a city where wealth and poverty exist side by side, tension can grow. Expensive apartments and struggling communities exist just a few streets apart. This contrast can create frustration and sometimes lead to crime. It's a reminder that crime is not just a law enforcement issue, it's also a social issue. But here's the truth that many people don't realize. Despite the concerns, New York City is still one of the most visited cities in the world. Millions of people continue to live their lives, go to work, and enjoy the city every day without any problem. The reality is not as simple as safe or dangerous. It depends on where you are, what time it is, and how aware you are. So, is New York City still safe in 2026? The honest answer is yes, but with caution. It's a city that still offers incredible opportunities, culture, and experiences, but like any major city, it also comes with risks that people need to understand. And this is exactly why conversations like this matter, because fear without understanding can create panic, but awareness can create safety. On The Hidden Reality, our goal is to bring you the full picture, not just the headlines. Now, I want to hear from you. Do you think crime in New York is really increasing, or is it just being shown more on social media? Share your thoughts in the comments, because your opinion matters. And if you found this video insightful, don't forget to share it with others so they can understand the reality too. Because sometimes the truth is not what we see on the surface, it's what we discover when we look deeper.